We'll go with 2. And we will add them to Akbar's fleet? Yes, with the Jahavis. That'll be a nice addition. Apparently they have the Arc Hammer in orbit.
Construction complete.
How?
T2B over.
That's interesting.
Construction
How do they have
complete.
this in orbit when... Oh, they do have a high velocity cannon.
Construction complete.
Can I engage this? Yes, I can. Let's move you back. Will that engage a space battle?
Beginning construction.
No. Okay, well then I have no idea what's going on. I do have a favorite fleet. Then you can guess which one. Nah, you mean that entirely gold-plated fucking... Yes, I know. Your ship over here. This is just the ISD, which is currently unbuildable. The only buildable ship is the building another Titan. The only buildable ship is currently the... There it is. Is that the one? There it is. Okay. So that's the actual fucking fleet. Which means we're gonna need some added firepower. Where's my MC Steamroll fleet? Over here. The Steamroll fleet has taken a bit of damage in a previous battle. Okay, so what if I take Korolak, Space, then Merkur? Then I can just hold this position and I can funnel every Imperial fleet in there. What fleet is big enough to actually take that? We can use our executive here. I still don't know why the goddamn cost reduction on the Star Forge isn't working. That's a problem. This just began a battle? Okay, well, sure. We'll see about it. Sneak 100 Arc Hammers in. That will be a problem. Alright, got a whole bunch of stuff in reserve.
I am with you. Beware of traps. What do you
Alright,
suggest?
so this is the
Setting
plan.
course.
Roll in there. Fuck shit up. It's a very simple plan. Should be quite effective.
Standing
Do
by.
we have all of our squadrons? Yes, we do.
Squadron report.
Arc Hammers can hurry up. So, the Secular, ladies and gentlemen. It spawns 7 Arc 170s and 7 V-Wing squadrons. And it has 7 more of each in reserve. So, its squadron is actually quite powerful. As a warship, it has about the firepower of an ISD. With the added benefit that the overcharge actually overcharges literally every turbo laser. Which is very good. Aside from that, it has 6 laser cannons in the trench. They're not overly powerful, but they're decent for mopping up starfighters. And it has 3 dual ion cannons, 3 dual heavy ion cannons as well. So it's got quite a bit of firepower. It has decent shields. It has about as many shields as the Allegiance has. Slightly more powerful. And it has about 2/3 of the HP of an Allegiance. Now, it does cost 25 command points. And it costs as much as the Allegiance because its overall firepower with the Arc 170s it gets, it's actually quite high. It's actually quite powerful. It may be a bit too powerful. I may nerf it fairly soon. It's got good speed. It's actually very speedy. It's actually as speedy as a normal Star Destroyer, which means it'll happily outrun these Jahavis. The quad turbo lasers, which are all of these, the smaller ones. These are not octuples, these are quads. They have the same stats as a octuple turbo laser, except of course they fire quad instead of octuple, so they're only half as powerful.
Weapons on. Setting course.
Alright, these are going to make a pretty decent attack run. Let's remove ourselves from the...
Heading out. Ready. Order acknowledged.
we should get into range sometime soon.
Confirmed.
There it is.
Enemies incoming.
Alright. As far as in attack position, we will let these guys do their thing.
Acknowledged.
Our warships are coming in.
Y-Wing squadron.
Y-Wings and B-Wings can go after that.
Starting my run.
Actually, forgot these also have
Strong resistance.
Yes. Command.
Arc Hammer
Complying with orders.
versus versus Home 1 is going to be the slowest battle you've ever seen. Luckily, we did bring the Secular for firepower. It also has 2 heavy torpedo launchers in the front. Those are not targetable, and they're also not overly powerful, but they're still nice to have. Alright, let's overcharge. Now, it currently has both green and blue turbo lasers. I may change it to just blue.
Weapons online. Enemies
I've also noticed with these large ships that the turrets will actually start facing the middle of the ship instead of whatever hardpoint they're actually firing at. Now, of course, our camera has no targetable hardpoints. So, as you can see here, they're facing the middle of the ship, but they're actually firing sideways at that, I believe. Maybe that fixes itself if we get in closer. Also, there's quite a decent damage model on the sector itself. There's a lot of fire and smoke that comes out of there. Took a while to position all of that, but that was well worth it. All of these behaviors are gonna just shred this thing. No, all of them. Thank you. Yeah, this thing's done for. Yeah, and with that gone, I think they're dead. Yep, that should be that. Alright, so we intercepted the arc hammer here. This is good. Megabalta, the guy who sang Chocolate Rain, but I always forget his name. Oh, Megabalta, you're in chat here. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so we now have control of this, which means that we should be taking over relatively soon. I don't know where the nearest planet is where we can construct ground. Does this actually boost ground production? No, you can't even build stuff here. Okay. I don't think the Starforge actually acts as a ground unit building mechanism.
Training soldiers.
Building a bunch of ground forces here, but they're not going to help us over there.
Construction complete.
Let's move this fleet over here as well.
ready
Yes.
for combat.
Let's actually just move over with this force.
Right away, sir.
And then we'll capture Yakdul. I think next up should be trying to defend Corellia. I'm not sure if it's possible. We do have decent income right now, so we can start building up the star bases here. Let's get the 70... they're building a lot of shit here. They're also moving a lot of shit around. Cancelling my star base. Let's move the B-Wings over here and intercept whatever the hell they're doing here. There seems to be a lot of fleet movement going on. Let's see. You all need to go. Oh, okay. They are engaging with one... Is it a battleship or a... Battleship, yes. Shouldn't actually matter. This should be a fairly easy wrecking. Because as it turns out, B-Wings, pretty good. Let's first spread them out a little bit. I don't think we have a high velocity cannon. No. Alright, now let's move them over there. And we will wait for them to engage. B-Wing, of course, very powerful bomber. Very slow, very big. Easy target to hit with, for example, turbo lasers. That's a bit of an issue. They do come in squads of 5, though, and they do have the health to somewhat negate starfighter fire. It fell apart, yes. They're building a second purifier. Well, that's probably the Annihilator. Which means they're gonna have the beam cannons. Which I don't think I've actually finished yet. Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the B-Wing fleet that we built at the Starforge. Remember, the Starforge gets a, I believe it is 99% build time reduction on starfighters and corvettes. Alright, let's spread them out a little bit again. Because I don't want everything focusing one hardpoint, because we will have 8,000... Oh, there we go. We will have 1,000 torpedoes firing at one hardpoint, which is a little silly. Alright, now let's watch this thing burn. When you got this many ion cannons, the shields are gonna go down fairly quickly. And it's not just that, they also have the heavy laser cannon. Again, they're just very decent assault bombers. I mean, I say fairly decent. They fire 2 torpedoes at once. They have a heavy laser. They have ion cannons. They're basically everything you want in a bomber. They're still not as good as, say, a TIE Defender, of course, but that's again to be expected. Again, while slow and quite big, so easy to hit, that translates into easy to hit, they are still well worth it for the firepower. Now let's see, how much shields do they have again? Yeah, 50. And 45 HP, that's also pretty decent. This thing is just gonna get absolutely massacred here. I don't think we're gonna take any losses. Remember when Rebels added a bloody turbo laser to the B-Wing? Yes, I do. That dumbass fucking Death Star laser beam. That was really stupid. Like, what the hell were they thinking? I don't think they were thinking. I think that's the problem there. Oh yeah, this thing is just... This thing's not gonna make it out of here, I'm afraid. Oh yeah. What happened? Oh, ship blew up. Alright, and that was that.
We got them on the run.
Wait, why the hell did I just lose 17 B-Wing squadrons? What? The ship is... You... What? What happened there? Was it... It couldn't have been the fighter garrison. That has no auto-resolve health. I'm sorry, what? I lost... What? This game is troll as fuck, man. This game is troll as fuck. Bro, are we sending another... Oh, dear. Okay, so this is the We Run Away fleet. This is not good. This is... We run. We're gonna run. There's gonna be no question. I don't think they brought a Dominator. Actually, I didn't see if they brought a Dominator. If they did, we have a very serious problem.
What do you suggest?
The missiles will take care of these pesky little satellites. Alright, so we're just gonna run out the retreat timer and then get the hell out of here. One calamari guy who built the prototype B-Wing was high or something. Well, you know, they just don't respect the Star Wars license. That's okay, this is their prerogative. I mean, they own the IP, they can do with it whatever the hell they want. Still a little depressing to see that shit, but you know.
Gunship reporting.
It's a factory. It's a factory now, right? I mean, Star Wars is being made on a factory production line, and there are movies being churned out every year. There are shows being churned out. Everything is on a tight deadline. It's now a pure creation thing. It has to exist so that it can make money. There's no... They wouldn't delay a movie, for example, because it was unfinished, or because it wasn't good enough. So, even if they, for example, needed 3 more months of polishing, they wouldn't do it. Because it's no longer about the product, it's about just selling it. Well, it's about the product, but as a product, not as a quality thing. Not as an experience they want to make and share with people, but just as something they can sell. They want to make their billions of dollars back. But people at this point have gotten a little sick of it, and... Right, let's get out. But people at this point are getting rather sick of it, so... They can't do that too much more, because otherwise people will just stop giving a shit. A lot of them already have. Never ever auto-resolve. Yeah, that was really bad. Alright, so we salvaged our fleet. This is really good because we would have gotten absolutely smashed there. Oh, you went over the... Which means Bespin is completely undefended. Ooh. Do we have anything for that? No. You're just there being useless.
T4B ready.
I think it's time we started taking our fleets and started dealing some damage. Alright, so this can be the
T2B over.
total obliteration
T2B
fleet.
over.
This is a pretty strong assault fleet, right? This should be able to take whatever it can. Do you think we can take Kuat with this? You know, stop the Star Destroyer production line? I'd fucking love to have those B-Wings right about now. Alright, we need to take Fondor and we need to take Kuat. If we do that, we will cripple the Empire. But they do have quite a bit of defense there. Let's first send you guys over there to see what exactly they have in that location. Alright, you can go...
Setting course.
You can go over Karelia. No, no, no! Alright. That was unintentional. That was unintentional. B-Wing doesn't have balance weight. Balance weight? What, do you think the model is off balance?
Weapons ready.
I know it's supposed to rotate around the cockpit, but I'd like to center the ship around the middle point of the exhaust anyway, because if you actually center the model around the cockpit, then every ship you have will start firing at the cockpit instead.
Yes, Commander.
You guys can actually be very, very powerful group 2 with all your missiles. Oh, you have a Marauder here. Let's see. I want all of the mainline warships, which are you, and you, to be 1. You are 2.
Roger. What is your order?
Starfighters.
Form up. Awaiting
We have a
orders.
lot of them.
Copy.
You can definitely be group
I copy.
3.
Reporting. Copy.
1, 2, 3. And then the Marauder, I guess you can be 4.
Cruiser reporting.
Now, I did severely buff the Diamond Boron missiles. They now deal splash damage as they should. And this fleet should be able to take care of that star base.
I am with you.
Star Viper Squadron reporting.
And we're just going to wait while this slowly crosses the map. Oh yeah, I forgot to fix the right engine on this thing. Here, this thing's fine. They do... No, they shouldn't have auto-resolve health, indeed. Same with Star Wars Games, giving out the license to EA, who shit out 2 mediocre games, and refusing to give it to someone else. Man, that still pisses me off. The blank ship, I've got 21 of. That is the Jehavi Assault Ship. Which is it's actually a fairly small ship. It's a Mandalorian Corvette, you could call it. But it's one of those Corvettes that's not actually a Corvette because it's designed for heavy ship-to-ship combat. Right? This is a heavy assault Corvette. What does that mean? That means heavy ion cannons, heavy concussion missile launchers, and turbo lasers. I'm not even sure if this thing even has any laser cannons. Means ambush in the Mandalorian language. Ship-to-ship combat. Heavy shields, heavy armor, heavy concussion missiles, heavy ion cannons, and dual turbo lasers. It's also slow as fuck, but that's okay. Like most other Mandalorian ships, it's slow as fuck, but once it gets there, oh boy is it gonna deal damage. It's a very cost-effective way to engage capital ships, because these things can absolutely obliterate caps with their missiles and other weapons. But they're not as great against starfighters, right? This is not a Corvette that you're going to use for fighter screening. Even though its heavy concussion missiles are still effective, that's not what it's supposed to be doing. You want these firing at the heaviest starships the enemy has. Which makes them very useful against the Empire. Just like most other Mandalorian ships. They cost how many pop points? 4, right. That's more than regular Corvettes, of course, but that's in line with their power level. That's what's happening with every single EA game. Buy license, sell crappy game. Yeah, then says it's because there's no public interest. Yeah, I mean EA, man. Fucking EA. They just need to die. Let's fast forward through this. Oh wait, we're already at the destination? Alright, well then everything start attack run. Everything get in slightly closer. That Marauder is fucking... I need to increase the speed on these.
The enemy is approaching.
That's another thing to write down. You can actually be in the front, since you are not a Venator. You can actually take the damage. Same as this thing, of course. Set this thing up forward, and then it will do a fine job of... Ow. That thing is going to hurt. Where's my... Actually, these have turbo lasers, so they deal damage a lot faster. I'm just going to engage the starbase with these. You guys can do that. Not all of you, though. Vultures can hunt, and the A-Wings can hunt. Lord Chu, actually. These things are lagging behind as usual. You're taking the damage nicely. This is good. You could be in front. Same for you. You know what? Let's actually engage the Star Destroyer with these. All of these should be an easy match for that ISD. That's an ISD 1, isn't it? Oh yeah, that thing is going down, down, down. You move a little close to the starbase so turbo lasers can fire. Can this thing already fire? Yes, it can. Good. You overcharge since you are easily in range. On one hand, I like the dual colors on the armament. On the other hand, I really don't. Alright, you took care of the satellite.
I am with you. Beware of traps.
Home 1 hasn't lost any of its shields yet.
Readying weapons.
Oh. Okay, so the Munificent is getting wrecked. That is what Munificents do, of course. Oh my god, these fucking... I swear to hell, we need to increase the speed of the Diamond Boron missile cruisers, because damn. Another advantage of having turbo lasers over, say, torpedoes is they are a lot faster, so you can destroy hardpoints a lot faster. If you actually have the firepower to crack them. Now this thing does, so that's useful. You can see that here, the downside of the missiles, while they do a lot of damage, they are quite slow. So before it acquires new hardpoints, and those missiles actually start, you know, hitting, there's all this wasted damage. See, all these missiles don't deal damage to the ship. They're wasted damage. And now the next wave comes in and starts targeting this hardpoint, and it's gone. And now all of these other missiles that are fired are, again, pointless damage. Which is why turbo lasers are so good, because they are fast. You already killed that? No. All of our bombers are swarming it, though. I don't think they have a chance here. We still have all of our Jihavis. How did these guys take so much damage? This thing doesn't have a missile launcher at level 4. Bombers? Possibly bombers.
The enemy
Whatever.
has been defeated.
No one can make better games or mods than EA. I just looked at the chat and I saw that. And I'm like, what? It's like, I don't think I agree with that statement.
Construction complete.
Now, what do they have? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Kuat is completely free. Let's go get it.
Tactical battle imminent.
Alright, we're just going into Kuat and destroying the shipyards and then getting out. I don't think I can actually capture the planet. If we can start building Star Destroyers. That would be fairly good. Alright, so you start very close to the starbase here.
Ready.
So everything attack. Before they have a chance to get upgrades and stuff. I don't want you...
Moving into
I want
position.
you
Moving
up
to
front.
coordinates. Order acknowledged.
Preferably not
Moving
in
out.
that way.
Form up, flank speed. Coming about. Reporting.
You can be straight up front as well. I don't need to get these ships in this close, but I'm going to get them there anyway.
Lasers locked and
Alright,
ready.
you attack the starbase. You attack the
Fire at
starbase.
will. Weapons
You can tank that Star Destroyer. Because we have shields for days on this thing. Wait, we have targetable shield generators on this? Really? This thing has 4 shield
Divert all power to
generators.
shields.
I didn't even know that. Ow, okay, so we are taking quite a bit of damage on our Heavies here. This is unfortunate.
awaiting orders. Reporting in.
You should be in range. I'm going to overcharge.
Fire at will. Moving into position.
Move in there. You really need to get moving. This is really a messy positioning. Worth remembering that a lot of these ships don't have to get this close. It's just more effective because, again, less travel time between projectiles. Hitting hardpoints means more hardpoints dying quicker. But they can easily just engage from here, right? They don't need to get in this close. I'm not sure why this is not pathfinding. It doesn't... whatever. Max targeting distance.
Destination.
I should set these up for these ships.
Commander.
Stay in attack formation. Stay in attack formation.
This is doing quite well there. I have to say, the Secutor may be a bit more powerful than it should be. Right now, it's a very strong carrier, and it's also a very decent warship. It also costs a lot of money. But I would rather have it be a little bit less of a do-everything ship. I think I need to nerf what the overcharge effect. Because right now, it just has too much firepower. And now remember, these are just quads, right? They're not octopals. So they're not that great. They only fire once every 8 seconds, much like the Imperial octopals. The dual turbo lasers of the Venator actually do as much DPS overall as these. Because they fire, these fire duals, only they fire 2 per about 8 seconds. These fire 1 quad every 8 seconds. So they're actually just, let's see, 24, so 29. So they're actually just 29 Venator dual turbo lasers, is what they effectively are. That thing ran out of there.
T2B
Again, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more balancing there. Okay, so let's first get Rendili and then get Kuat. I'm not sure why you guys are here. They do have the Avenger here.
Imminent.
Ooh. That's a level 1 station. We are going to lose that, no doubt. How are they building so many Annihilators? This is kind of silly. Alright,
Invasion commencing.
let's take Rendili. I think Rendili is capable of building clone warp ships.
Reinforcements.
I mean, at this point we can build whatever ship we want, which is pretty good.
Maximum unit capacity.
Engines primed. Reporting.
Right, let's...
Torpedoes away.
Can we hit them from here? I don't think we can.
All weapons loaded.
Alright, you guys
Be mobile. Yes.
start
T2B
moving.
over.
You
On
guys
it,
too.
sir. I'll follow your lead.
Alright. Nothing here.
Ready.
Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot. The ADSTs right now have way too much health because of the
Checking
ground
sector.
overhaul. That's something that should be fixed.
T2B, copy.
A lot that should be fixed in the ground overhaul, which, remember, is only half done. This is easily 100 times better than EA. Well, thank you, Vince. Sue you for what? Making a good game. Yes, that is exactly what they will do, actually. That is exactly what they will do to you. Right, we need to try to capture that.
Secured a build pad.
Secure the build pad. I'll take it.
Turret constructing.
These tanks are really slow. I'd like to capture
Artillery
this. Let's see, is there anything over here? No. Okay,
I
so we
copy.
can just start moving.
Moving into that area, sir. Yes, sir. Destination received.
Construction
here, ready.
complete.
Tank brigade here.
Just move up. Alright, so they're over here. Ooh, that was a bit.
We've secured
Bit of an aggressive
the
zoom.
zone. Choose your
Alright, now we can
reinforcements.
land the
Adjusting navicomputer.
Unit
Ready.
destroyed.
Can do.
Ooh.
Roger that.
Unit
Ay, ay,
destroyed.
ay.
Affirmative. Take
This is
cover.
rather bad. Why am I not having a bombing run available to me?
Reporting in.
Because I went in
Right.
without the fucking...
Form up.
Ah, I'm really messing this up. Alright,
Copy.
I should not have sent my artillery in there.
Destroyed.
Ready to roll.
But I didn't... I didn't expect this.
Unit destroyed.
This is more resistance than I expected.
Armor standing by. Engaging target. Armor ready. Ready to roll. Form up.
Aren't these supposed to do way more damage than
Into
this?
position.
Again. The half redone ground overhaul. I should take these files out while it's unfinished, because this is really unbalanced. Like, look at this. It's so cheap. It's just tanky damage for days.
We've got your back. Ready for attack. Providing
Choose your
backup. Heading out,
Not
sir.
that these infantry are gonna
Right
help
away.
much.
Heading out, sir.
Maximum unit
I mean, I'll drop them in, but...
Copy. Reporting. Can I help?
Yes, you can go into that bunker.
Underway. We've got your back. Target locked.
And that may have just been the garrison. Alright, boys.
Will do.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it.
Almost there. Providing backup.
Alright. Focus fire, one, like that one.
Support ready. Open fire. I've got him in my sight.
unit
Attack that
destroyed.
target. Cannons charged.
Destroyed.
Attacking target.
Unit destroyed.
God, this is so stupid. Whoa, 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 what the fuck is that? Why are they dealing damage to literally everything? Am I gonna fail this?
Form up.
Unit
Spread
destroyed.
out, men. For the Alliance.
I'm gonna sneak past this and kill that, because otherwise we're literally gonna kill no one. And these guys will just keep spawning ATSTs.
Waiting orders.
Oh wait, I forgot, these can walk over them, can't they?
All weapons loaded. T4B.
So what do you do here? Do you just spam artillery? Do you spam rocket troops? This is insane. Just got on to checking what was popping, and I have to say, seeing what I'm seeing gives me hope for this game again. Great job, June. Keep it up. Thank you, real Megan. Much appreciated. I most definitely will attempt to keep it up. Not with buggy content like this, though. This is woefully unfinished.
Providing
Like,
cover.
ow, ow, ow. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Can't hold out any longer. All forces retreat. Unit
I don't think
destroyed.
we're even gonna get there. I mean, I might get the T2Bs out. Ow. Okay, so
Artillery online.
we need more heavy stuff,
Unit
like artillery, and I also think we need more infantry, strangely enough. Rocket
enlisting
troops. Right, these guys are holding Mandalore. This is pretty good. Let's actually build some more.
En route.
Get everything over there. There we go. I will get that
Spotted.
planet. But first, Rebel CG 40. Okay. Now that we have Kuat down, they're not going to be able to build all these Star Destroyers. I also don't know why the Annihilators keep constructing. I think they're only supposed to be able to build 2. Only I think there's going to be more than 2 right now. We may have already blown one up. I can't actually recall if we did. Those artillery seem a bit worthless. Oh yeah, absolutely. But again, this is the completely incomplete ground overhaul, which is like very, very, very unfinished. Where's that planet where you get like infantry for
Ready for combat.
way, way faster? Not for cheap, just faster. I believe there was a planet somewhere that lets you do that. but it was. Camino lets you get them for nearly free, but there's no Camino. And they also take long. There might have
Ready for
been
combat.
We need a whole bunch of these rocket troops.
Moving out.
Let's also have some fucking bombers in orbit. Maybe home one as well. I'm not actually sure if that's bombardment capable. Providence should
Ready for
be.
coming about. T2B over.
Alright, let's do it again.
Invasion commencing.
This time with a lot more shit.
We've got them. Send reinforcements.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, speeders,
Moving to coordinates.
you,
On our way.
rockets.
Unit capacity.
Copy. Moving out.
You
Ready.
guys,
Got it.
if you can capture that, it would be much appreciated. Crush is the most annoying mechanic. Well, I mean, it's kind of thematical, right? New snowspeeder model, by the way. Pretty good. Can't remember the game where it was ported from, but it's pretty good. Again, stats are not done yet. They won't be moving like this when I'm done with them.
Right, sir. On our way, sir.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, now let's deploy some artillery.
Right away.
Maximum unit capacity.
And that was it. Am I not supposed to have 10 population on land? I want to do away with the population capacity on land anyway, so you can actually have more ground forces.
Form up.
Again though, all that stuff is just very much unfinished.
Attacking. Awaiting orders.
Alright, well, I'll just move you
Go.
manually
You
then.
get the ground. We'll cover the air.
There's so much wrong with land, but that one is the worst. Well, I mean, you kind of need Crush, right? Lead Arch, it's nice to see even someone who has so much time playing this game get dumpsters in land battles. Well, I mean, if we took out the ground overhaul files, I'd be doing a lot better, but the overhaul is woefully unbalanced. It's really, really, really bad. I also don't think the Providence is set up to be bombarded.
Awaiting orders. Copy.
Reporting.
All the speeds are off, all the health very much as well,
Your lead.
as you can see here.
Bombing run available.
Y-wing standing by.
Good change from PR though.
Gold Squadron commencing
Good to have the
attack.
old bombing runs back.
Yes, sir. This way.
That killed like one ATSD and only because it was already
At your
damaged.
service.
Unit destroyed.
Reporting.
Alright, let's see. What do we do once we take Rendili? I don't know. I mean, the entire galaxy is our oyster right now. I should probably set up a plan.
Over there. T4B.
Should probably stick to the take Kuat, take Fondor. But I kind of want to see what kind of big shit they can come up with. I haven't seen an Executor or an Eclipse yet.
All weapons loaded. T4B ready.
Alright, and from now on it should be easy breezy. Easy for breezy. Have you made many new land vehicles? No, I don't make new land models. I only do space models. Especially when the anti-armor troops can't even... Yeah, I know. Balance. I rage quit in Awakening of the Rebellion yesterday after Veers got stuck due to pathing and got swarmed. Yes, that's quite rage-inducing, I imagine. that does actually suck quite a bit.
Right away, sir.
Doesn't look like there are any new units for the Alliance. No, not yet. Again, maybe once we actually get to the ground overhaul. The more I think about it, the more I believe I should just cut out the land overhaul for now. At least until we have other things done. Because there's a lot more shit to do, man. There's an entire HUD fleet worth of models from Warp
Yes,
Null.
Commander.
Which
Tank brigade here.
aren't they dead yet?
Targeting.
Do I need to land some hovercraft to try to
Adjusting Navicomputer.
see where the hell they are? Oh, there they are. Oh look, tucked away in the corner. Okay. But yeah, there's an entire fleet of hot ships which are just ready for UVing and texturing. Like starfighters, corvettes, cruisers, destroyers, battle cruiser, dreadnought even. And that would be the completion of the consortium space roster.
Firing.
Really? That's all they have? Alright.
Your orders?
I copy, sir.
They're falling back. Gold Squadron commencing attack.
I must say I always did like the look of the Empire at War ground things. Can't these fire? Okay, they can't fire.
System conquered.
Alright, Starbase, turbo lasers,
Beginning
vehicle
construction.
factory. Let's see, so the Providence can go back here. If we can actually capture Kuat,
Ready for combat.
and we can get a level like 4 or so station, we can actually start building. One of these ships must be bombardment capable, surely.
Invasion commencing.
Yeah, we might be able to start building Star Destroyers
Choose
after
your
this.
reinforcements.
Speeders, very much so, yes please. We do need some infantry.
Standing by, sir.
Capacity.
We need to go over here.
Enemy targeted.
God, the population system is so bad
Inbound.
online. Having played Phoenix Rising, you really get to see what this game could be if it wasn't shit. Or what ground would be if it wasn't shit.
We're going in. I'll follow
Reporting.
your lead.
Weapons firing.
Ready for orders.
How much damage do these do to ADSs? Can't tell if that was the torpedoes or... Yeah, not a lot.
Ready. Torpedoes online.
Aye, sir. Heading out.
The famous T-pose for the scout trooper.
Go mine.
Artillery online.
Pathing is a nightmare already. I'd love to see how you deal with that given the unlimited population. Well, we'll be using new maps, right? So, that's how that will work. Crushing is irritating because your own infantry don't get out of the way unless you micro them, and the AI can micro them out of the way. Much better.
I copy.
Choose your
Waiting
reinforcements.
instructions.
Oh, come on, he's right. This is so overpowered.
This way.
Alright, we need to try to capture
Yes,
that.
sir. Enemy sighted.
I don't actually think we can do it
Your orders.
with just these. They'll get swamped by the... Is this already destroyed? No.
Squad.
That means we'll die to these. Not anymore.
Roger that.
Don't these drop thermal detonators? Yes, they do. How about we get out of the way? These can actually crush them.
Ready for combat.
Alright. Try to capture that. Probably won't
Initiating
work,
ground assault.
but we'll have to try. These speeders are still doing their thing. They
Awaiting
should
orders.
probably be attacking the
Ground target locked.
factory.
Copy.
We've secured
Wow,
the
that actually
island.
worked.
Underway.
That's pretty surprising.
On our way, sir.
The rocket troops seem to be fairly useless, but I'll land more anyway, maybe in larger number.
I copy.
Ooh,
Moving
those
to
are...
attack range.
That's going to wreck our bombing. Oh wait, there's an actual
Gold
barracks here.
Squadron commencing attack.
Destroy.
Kill that AA turret before our Y-wings get here.
Destroy.
Targets locked.
Thank you. Alright, that's all that gone. Alright. These are doing a fair amount of damage. Oh, there's so much I want to do with ground combat, but again, I really have to just spend time doing that, and right now I'm just doing other things for the game. Mostly space, patching up the things that are not yet finished, such as the holographic GC map, balance, all sorts of things. There's all sorts of things that still need to be done. As complete as the game sometimes may look, that's just how it looks. It's not actually done yet. Also many things such as the new secular death clone, that sort of stuff. Which is all just gravy, you know. You can just have it blow up and be done with it. Just a large explosion and no death clone. However, it would be nice to have one regardless. PR land combat is awesome. We need something like this. Yes, I agree, but I want it to be a little bit more fast-paced and a little more flashy. But definitely something similar. Phoenix Rising has really shown me a lot of good this game can do. We deal with that guy. We'll just stand there and not move between the legs is annoying. that you even bring a vehicle that can... Right. So that's just the crush thing again.
Yes, Commander. Ready. Weapons online.
Gold Squadron, MVP, absolutely. I've seen infantry run right into a pair of... Okay, well, that kind of sucks.
Lost a build pad.
Losing all your infantry to a bunch of crushes is very frustrating.
Bombardment available.
I do like that the AI does do it for you, though. It does crush infantry for you.
Reporting in.
That is pretty great. Also, bombardment.
Available.
Oh, still no turbo laser particles. Right, that was an issue, I think. I already knew about that one. This is why I write these things down. Now, it's already written down, so that's good. Are they not dead?
Standing by.
Apparently not.
We've got them on the run.
Destroyed.
Swanjo, welcome. Aren't they? Okay, I was about to say, didn't we win?
System control
Yes, we
achieved.
did. Alright, we have system control. Ladies and gentlemen, Kuat is now ours. Now let's fortify.
Building under construction.
Shield generator, turbo laser, and a factory. I really... Nico, can you look into why the Empire can build endless arc hammers?
Tactical battle imminent.
What's happening? Oh, Bespin.
Mining
Right, we
facility destroyed.
lost one of our big money makers, sadly. And now they're just building other things. Wait, when it says secular, does that mean... Yeah, no,
Enemy
it's
fleet
just Venator. Never
approaching.
mind. Secular and Venator currently have the same icon. What was happening where?
Imminent.
More arc hammers. Wait, is the arc hammer going up against all of my Oh wait, there's just 12 left. I don't think 12 is actually enough to kill that.